we're bouncing all over the place trying to find ourselves in everyone's culture, in everyone's religion, right? Just think about what's his name? Drew, the Honorable Drew Ali. Right?
Noble. They call him Noble Drew Ali.
Noble
That's right.
Drew Ali, right? This brother turned around in his religion. He has us calling ourselves Moors, right? Saying that we are Moabites. And when you go into the Bible, the Moabites are the Chinese, right? They're saying that we come from those people, which is not true. Then he has us reading the Quran, which is from the Arabs. so we're supposed to be, our identity is the Moabites, the Chinese, and then our religion is the goddamn religion of the Arabs, which is Islam. And that's crazy in itself as well. That is insane. Here we are in America thinking that we Christians like white Jesus. The white man gave our people back in the day a picture of a blue-eyed, blonde-haired Jesus, right? When the scripture says that Jesus Christ has a nappy afro and he's blacker than Wesley Snipes. But our people turn around and we're trying to be white people. That's what we're trying to be, right? When it comes to that Christianity. All of these different Buddhism. You got our people that's in Buddhism and Hinduism. We in all the religions. For the life of me, you think that you are Africans and you Kemet and you Egyptians and you all of this nonsense. No, you not. You know what gets me about that, Mashallah, is that none of those people actually try to join together with the brothers and sisters that claim, the ones that go and get the ox tatted on their face and their neck and their back, wearing the ox around their goddamn neck. Don't none of them people, I ain't seen none of them wearing no ox. I ain't seen damn commission wearing no goddamn ox. I ain't seen none of them people out that's repping that mess the way that our people do.
Right.
Why? Because we are lost.
Yeah.
We are lost. We are without a shepherd. That's what the Bible calls it. We are sheep. We are people that just has to be led. And we are without a shepherd, man. But I'm going to show you what ended up happening to us in slavery, right? Let me show you. Let me play this this quick little clip. I know everybody know the movie Roots, right? They could not help themselves but show us this movie. Boy, I damn near remember how many DVDs this damn thing got out. It got about 12 DVDs.
Yeah.
It made me watch the movie in class so goddamn much.
Yeah.
I almost memorized the damn movie.
And they give you popcorn too. They give you popcorn so you can sit back and.
Yeah, they did. They gave us popcorn, rolled that goddamn big ass TV before they had projector. Look, I'm telling my age now. Before we had the projector screens and before we had the goddamn flat screens and all of these screens they got built into walls and schools now, they turned around and used to roll the TV in from the hallway. Mm-hmm. And then they'll turn that big old thing on. The one we had, you had to smack it on the back to make it work, had to make it play clear. You had to smack the big part back. You know what I'm talking about? Once you get it good, smack, back. You understand? It'll come clear. It'll be clear. Yeah. And they would play this movie. And boy, they made us watch this over and over and over again. One thing that I disagree with Alex Haley about as far as this movie is concerned is he still tried to push us off as we are Africans when we're not. We're not Africans. And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to tell you something. Once you watch this clip. All right. Let me play this.
I want to hear you say your name. Your name is Toby. What's your name? Kunta.
Lord God, help that boy. They're gonna whip him dead.
What's your name? Say it. Toby. Who are you? Say your name. What's your name?
Toby.
Hi. Say it again. Say it louder so they all can hear you. What's your name?
Toby. My name is Toby.
Hi. That's a good nigger. Cut him down.
That's a good nigga. Cut him down. Right? So what this part represents right here, and what a lot of people can't see and understand about this, is that this represents our oppressor, the so-called white man, beating our identity right off of our backs. You understand? This man got beat to the point where he said he fought as long as he could. He said it. Says, I am Kunta. And he couldn't take that goddamn whip no more. And he said, Toby. You understand? The brother was sitting there praying for him. God help that boy. They're gonna whip him dead.
If I could, sir.
1 second, Warrior. And then they got the brother beating his back. They had the brother doing it. You know, this is how we lost our identity. This is how we don't know the name of Israel anymore. And I'm gonna show you, it's in the Bible. You ready to get that scripture? And then the brother Timothy, is he up on the stage with us? So we give us a second, brother, and we're gonna hear from you. Give us 1 second. But go ahead, Mahershala, so we can get the scripture and then wrap with the brother.
Yeah, come on, sir. So what I did want to say is it's a kind of crazy thing, like you showing that in the past time, right? And we know we used to watch this movie all the time, you know, coming up in school or whatever, or just being in a household. And the crazy thing about it for me is we still doing this thing in real time, right? So this brother is getting abused for not holding up, for trying to change his culture or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's getting abused. And people are standing around, not doing anything, not coming to the brother's aid, not doing anything. They so scared of this oppressor, they're not doing anything. And that's kind of what the same thing we do today is when we pull out these phones and not help. You will sit, watch a brother die, get unalived, and not help out. But you'll just sit there and watch, man. It's a disgusting thing to me, sir. Like that is disgusting, man. To sit there and watch that, and it plays out again, like in what we got going on in today's time. So not such a lot, yo.
Absolutely, absolutely. They let me see. I was trying to find that clip.
Which one, sir?
I ain't got it. Okay, let me see. It is when he remember when he said, "My name Kunta." You understand?
Mm-hmm.
He was trying, he said, "I say I'm Toby, but I'm Kunta."
Mm-hmm.
And he passed that down to his daughter Kizzy. You know, he passed that information down of who they actually were. You understand? In this movie. Now, they didn't say that they were Israelites, right? But I'll give you one who knew, right? It's the woman that they call Moses. Okay, Harriet Tubman. That's one of our brothers, Captain DeBar Mott. That's his
I remember that. Yep.
Aunt. You understand? I forgot how many great aunts she is, right? But that's his great aunt. And we got clips of his family. I mean, his family and her family saying that yes, she taught us that we were Israelites. I'm gonna play that clip too, because this is a whole lie that we've been taught that we as Africans back in slavery. Because even when you look up the old postings from like newspapers and when they were selling slaves, they said that they had Negroes for sale. They didn't say Africans.
Right. They're right. Yeah. Right.
You understand?
They're right.
So I mean, man, I'm telling you, this is deep. But go ahead, brother. Hold on. Let's see what the brother is.
Timothy is
Oh, shout out right on. I was saying I don't know what happened to y'all live because I'm gonna share my screen right now. You can see that's what it say now. It says that y'all are no longer available on YouTube.
Damn.
And when I go to Paradigm Shift site and I click on the live tab right here, it's not showing y'all live.
I wonder what happened. I ain't heard nothing. Ain't nobody say nothing.
Hold on. I think my family, if they're watching upstairs, hold on, sir. Let me check into it.
All right. That's all right. We're gonna keep rocking. It's recorded.
Okay,
So
okay.
nothing else. I'll save it, download it, and I'll re-upload it.
Yeah, let me copy the link right now.
I'm just making y'all aware making y'all aware right now that
the water.
Because a shout out to the whole Paradigm Shift. I rock with the Paradigm Shift, DMG, the law firm, Craig, Sneaker Wash, and the whole get down.
Yep. And right. So what you confused about, brother? What got you confused?
I'm just listening, and it just listening, and it's like you saying one thing, and then you say, like you were saying, we not black, and like with the example earlier with Kamala, and it's like we have this identity issue and this identity crisis. We not black. We've been told that we was black, and we really this. And then when it came to Kamala, it's like, well, no, she ain't even black. So it's like, which one is it? Is it an issue or is it not? That's what I was saying with that. I can't even see I can't even pull up the screen now to even see what I was saying before because, like I said, the video was down on my side.
Okay. You have to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, when I refresh it, it just takes me back to the home screen. Okay. No, it takes me back to video unavailable. This video has been removed by the uploader, and the uploader is you guys.
Right. I'm gonna see what's going on. Let me see.
Right, because it's still showing that. Like I'll put my screen back up. I'm gonna hit refresh so you can see it. I hit refresh, boom, it popped up again. Yeah. I hit refresh, boom, refresh. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. I just want to make y'all aware of that.
Okay. Yeah, right on, brother.
We appreciate that, brother. We appreciate
it. But the reason I clicked on is because the title grabbed my attention because I'm a person that wholeheartedly 100% absolutely agrees that the so-called black people in the United States has an identity crisis. I do 100% agree with that. And you can see it by all of these factions that are being broke off, from the Moors to the Kemetes to the Israelites. There's all factions being broke off of an identity, as you mentioned, that we don't even know what that is because it's been taken from us. Now, I'm a person that believes that we should stand on the culture, like I had mentioned that earlier in the culture. Yeah, the black identity is definitely the creation of the oppressor, but the black culture itself has been cultivated by us here over the last 300-400 years that we've been here, and that culture is organically and authentically ours.
You say what culture is? What culture is that? That's ours.
That's why I use my air quotes. The black culture, the black American experience, is authentically ours. It's literally something that we've shaped through all the oppression, all of everything that we've been through on this soil. We have developed a culture in that. And the problem lies in is that culture was built on togetherness, brotherhood, unity, and at some point it fractured and splintered, and you get all of these different factions. We even got people contradict themselves all the time. Like, for example, a contradiction I hear people make all the time is when they some of these rappers and all of this stuff out here looking ratchet and ghetto, and people will say that's not our culture. See how they look how they doing this. They trying to present us as all of us is this way and this, that, and the other. But then as soon as you see a white person doing it, Vanilla Ice or Marky Mark, or they got what's the little girl named the Bad Baby Catch Me Outside girl, you see them doing it, it's like, oh, look at them white people trying to be black. So that's a contradiction. You can't say in one breath, this is not what our culture and it's not ours. But then when you see someone else doing it, it's like, oh, they're trying to steal it from us.
Well, if I could, not to cut you off, brother, but I think
go ahead.
I think what you're doing is you mixing things, right? Right, saying, okay, rap, right? Let me ask you something. Drugs, where did they come from? Is that a part of black culture? That's what rappers often rap about, right? They often rap about keys and
medicine has always been around.
Hanging on the block, pocket full of rocks and socks and all this nonsense, right? Where did the drugs come from?
The drugs have always been a thing. Medicines have always been a thing.
I ain't saying nothing about no medicine, brother. I'm talking about
drugs.
That's
all drugs are. It's medicine. It's the abuse. It's the abuse of medicine.
You mix it. You mix.
No, I'm not. Drugs.
I ain't talking about no
drugs
medicine.
Are the abuse of medicine. What's that thing? Sipping on a suburb. Medicine.
How did black folks get the drugs that we got here today to make them songs off of? All these keys that we getting from Noriega and we shipping this over here and we doing this. Oh,
you're talking about, okay, that's what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Where do we get that from?
Right. We got Noriega and all of that. They had slaves and all of that shit from there too. So that can technically be considered our culture.
Where did the drugs come from?
Colombia. Where the drugs come from?
Who brought the drugs here? Let me see. Who put it in the black community? Who put it in the black community?
Okay, now that's a specific question. Okay, that's
a little more specific.
Okay, the FBI. Mr. Black Man himself, J. Edgar Hoover. J. Edgar Hoover was a black man.
The white man gave black people drugs.
No,
right?
Black man gave black people
drugs. They flooded our community with the drugs. You just said the FBI, the government, all of them.
Hoover, during that time, J. Edgar Hoover was the director of the FBI.
And flooded our community with the drugs, right? Mm-hmm. So we started using it and started selling it. Mm-hmm. And now we rapping about it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that black culture?
Yes.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes.
If drugs was forced on us, if we were forced to turn around and say, hey, man, go, and when I'm saying forced, right, I'm saying that they convinced us, right? Not like they put a gun to our head and say, get on the corner and sell this dope. They turned around and said, hey, man, you poor anyway, man. Go ahead and sell this dope, man, and make this quick money. Watch how fast you get it. Watch how they come to you. Watch how all the women come to you and all the men are strung out on this. They're going to bring all their 10s and their 20s and their 50s and their 100s to you. They're going to get their whole paycheck and bring it to you, and you're going to get paid. If this was designed by white people, how is that our culture?
How is it designed by white
people? Because you do know, let me explain something to you. I forgot, I got to look up.
Commerce is not invented by white people. Selling stuff is not.
We ain't talking about commerce, brother. That's why I say you mixing things.
No, I'm looking at it directly.
You mentioned the music, right?
The
songs that we sing with our sisters selling ass and shaking ass and twerking and all. That's not black culture.
It absolutely is.
That's not
because our music has always been us.
Oh, it hasn't always been filthy and disgusting and nasty like what we're talking about. No, it has not. You're mixing stuff. Hold on, just one second. I got you, bro. Just one second. Rock me for a second. I got you. That's not a part of our culture. This stuff has been forced on us, brother. When you go look back in the day, our sisters wasn't 304s and thoughts to the degree of all disgustingness like what they are today. They were not that. You just admitted that the white man flooded our community with the drugs. So here we go. They made this a way of life because they wouldn't give us a job. They turned around and they denied us from every damn thing. It's statistically a fact that when you deny a people of resources and jobs and money, guess what? They're going to turn to crime and drugs. They're going to. And the white man took
no matter what race they are.
He took a people that was already low, already on the bottom. Right? and gave them something else to ease the pain and to come up a little bit.
It's a lot of good, sir.
1 second, word. You can ease the pain or you can come up off of your people, right? That's not our culture, brother. That's not our culture. We took and made this shit like what you're saying, as far as the white girl trying to be black, just simply her rapping and acting like she's us. But the thing that she talking about, the thing that the drug dealers is talking about, that's not our culture, bro. And that's the whole point of what we're talking about, is the identity crisis that we suffer from, is we don't know who the hell we are. We center and do everything around white people, man. That's why we doing what we doing. That's why we selling drugs, because of white people. Black people didn't sit back and think about it. I can give you the name of the white man who designed what he called Rat Park, where they took and they tested the drugs on mice. And they found out they built each set of rats and they families a community, a house. And they turned around and had the dope house over here. And everybody all the rats ran to the dope house. They'll suck the dope out of the dispenser, and then they go home and they tear their house up. They'll go home, beat their family, and the kids, the little mice was terrified of the damn crackhead in the family. And then what did they do? They forced that dope on the black rats. And now we do what? We go to the trap house. Now we rapping about it. This the trap house, the trap house, the trap house. Time to check my trap house, right? That's not our goddamn culture, man. That's not our culture, brother. Now go ahead, you can rock.
The reason it's absolutely our culture is because our music has always been us telling our story. And our story has always been us telling the lives that we live. That's what used to make hip hop and rap and all music authentic. Now, something you said earlier about our women sisters ain't always out here being thoughts. Look up a sister named Lucille Bogan from the 1920s. She has a song called "Till the Cows Come Home." It is the filthiest song you'll ever hear in your life. It's filthier than Sexy Red, and it's from 1920 something. So it's not new. None of it is new. None of it is new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. That type of get down. The thing about it is that the reason it's our culture is because, yes, it's our culture, but we are a tribal people. I'm sure you adhere to the concept of tribes. Not all tribes have the same customs. So there are factions of us that live a certain way, that do certain things this way. Then there are factions of us that do a certain thing that's that way. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being different. Of this tribe practicing the way that they want to practice, this tribe practicing the way that they want to practice. So that's goes back to what I was saying earlier, where this identity crisis comes in, is that we want to be different, but all be under one umbrella at the same time. And that's where the crisis comes in, because this group wants to tell this group they're wrong. That group wants to tell that group they're wrong. They want to say, I'm right. No, I'm right. You wrong. I'm right. And that's where the confusion and all of these different identities come from, because we've been conditioned, as you mentioned, like with the whole, when you show Kunta getting whipped on the back, we've been conditioned into being lumped together. And we've been lumped together for so long that in breaking apart, we don't know how to break apart. We want to still be together. We still want to say we're black people as a whole. Black Lives Matter. We want to all say we're the same when we say Black Lives Matter. We're all the same. All skin folk is skin folk. But then when it comes to certain things, it's like all the mixed brothers and sisters that I know, they all got the same story. I was never black enough for the black side of the family. I was never white enough for the white side of the family. So our individual experiences creates these divides, because there is no unity. And since there is no unity, it feeds this identity crisis. And I'll end the plane.
I heard you, but I just don't agree. You mentioned 1920s, and I think if I recall, I know that song that you're talking about. Yes, just 1920s though. But brother, how long have we been here? How long have we been slaves under these people? For hundreds of years. Not just a short 1920s, right? Not just in the 1920s, where guess what? Back in slavery, you do recall that at one point the black woman would fight the master off, right? Try to anyway, when he would come in and try to take her body. You familiar with that? And
Yeah,
then after
also
so
familiar
long,
that I'm
after
also
so
familiar that
long, he did
prostitution
what?
been around forever. So thoughting been around. Thoughting is not new. Prostitution is the oldest profession.
No. What I'm saying is the point that I'm making is she turned around and after so long she stopped fighting the master, right? And she gave in to him. She would just give it to him versus her fighting, trying to fight him off, right?
Yeah, self-preservation. I completely understand.
No, I don't understand that. No, I don't understand. I ain't with our sisters giving in to nobody taking your body. See, this is the problem that we have right here. Is that this what you're displaying right here is you're saying your own ideology. You're telling what's right and what's good to you. In the
So
Bible, we have laws, statutes, and commandments. We have morals, right, on how we're supposed to act and how we're supposed to respond in all situations. And we ain't supposed to self-preservate at all. The Bible says that if a woman does not cry out when she is raped, guess what? She gets unalive right along with the rapist because we're not with you going along with it. Okay. I'll give you another example. I know a brother that told a sister, this sister, if we was face to face, she probably would have cried on my shoulder. But she was upset that her man had told her that because she worked, she got off work at about 11:30, 12 o'clock midnight. And her man had told her, baby, it's a lot going on out there in the world, right here in the city of St. Louis. He said, look, if anybody come to you and try to rob you or take it from you, he said, give it to him. He said, I'd rather you come home than rather me put you in a box. This is what the brother said to her. And this sister called me and was in tears, brother. It hurt her to her core that she would want anybody. She said, for him to want anybody to have what's his, she said, it just killed me. That's what she said. Ain't no self-preservation. Fuck that. Somebody try to harm you, you fight or you die right then and there. I would rather that happen than you turn around and have to live. You're in the shower like they do in the movies, trying to wipe the smell off of you, trying to hope that you ain't got AIDS, and you're going constantly getting checked, and you're scared as hell, thinking he's going to rape you again. No, I'd rather you damn fight and die right there. Versus
fight and die and leave your children to be to the whims of whomever is left to the system. That makes better. That's better. That's better. So she's gonna die, and if ain't nobody there to take care of her kids, they're gonna go into the system, and now these kids now potentially risk being assaulted in the system. That's a better alternative.
You know what's a better alternative? You know what's a better alternative?
Is that it shouldn't happen. Yes, that's the obvious.
You know what's a better no, I ain't even finna say that. What's a better alternative is my children see me die and they follow their daddy's footsteps rather than being a goddamn victim. Rather my daughters get raped by somebody, I'm gonna tell the person that got the gun, hey man, let me hug and kiss my family real quick before you blow my brains out. And I'm gonna tell them, make sure they do the same thing to you that they finna do to your daddy. That's the problem here, man. That's why we suffer from this. You got that Kunta Kinte and that Toby thing. The only part you don't have is you ain't inside saying, I'm Kunta though. I'm Kunta Kinte, you Toby. You're saying, oh, the children are going to be raised in the system. We already in the system, brother. We already in the system. We already getting unalived by these people.
Okay.
We already getting hurt by these people. And if somebody going to turn around and come and try to take your body, no, you die. I don't want you to live with that. I don't want you to live. You try to do whatever the hell you can to get that person off of you. There was a sister, and I'm going to let you rock. There was a sister right on the corner of Martin Luther King and Taylor. She got carjacked. She was leaving the club one night. She had a good time with her friends and was leaving the club going home. And she got carjacked in the process. Brother turned around, jumped in her vehicle, put the gun to her head, told her to drive. Told her, this is where you going. Make a left, make a right, turn right here. And they went and picked his brother up. Two brothers is out carjacking. One brother say, look, I'm finna get in the front. He go get in the front, sit next to her, got the gun on her side. Tell him to drive, turn. Steady telling her where to go. He turned around and he said, hey, bro, we finna hit this. She bad. That's what the brother say in the front. The one in the back said, man, we still in cars, not pussy. That's what he told his brother. Turned around, he said, hey, I'm out of here, dog. Instead of him getting his brother, he jumped out the car, left his sister in there with that other animal, right? Turn around, and after the brother, he's like, all right, come on, let's go. He telling her where to drive again. The sister got a gust of courage, and she fought that bastard with that gun. And you know what happened? She lived, and she turned around and did not get raped. She didn't get assaulted at all. And I'm proud of that sister for doing that. Versus just driving to some spot and let this man rape you. He probably got AIDS. Now you finna have to live with it. Now you're gonna be sick your whole goddamn life. I'm proud that sister turned around and fought that animal versus giving in to him, brother. I don't know what you're talking about right now. You suffer from identity crisis. You say you are a deist, right? Lucky. You suffer from an identity crisis as well.
That woman was very lucky, and
she was courageous.
She was lucky.
She was courageous.
She was lucky. She was brave. I give her that too. She was lucky. She was brave, but she was lucky because he could have easily boomed and been a necrophiliac.
Hey, that's all right.
She
took that chance.
She took the chance.
You know what that sister had more balls than you. That sister had more balls than you.
I don't know that woman. I don't know that woman enough to know. No, I don't know that woman enough to know. I don't know what she got to live for and what she don't got to live for. Me, myself, personally, I have small children that I can live for. I got small children.
What you got to live for?
What I can live for my children.
I'm saying, but what
I'm not like the black men that walk away from their kids and knock up all.
I ain't saying you are.
I'm not one of those.
Say you are. You don't look like one of the brothers that are. But we're talking about a life or death situation.
A life or death situation. If somebody breaking my house, we tussling and shooting at each other, and one of us got to go. That's just how it is. That's that. But me being in the house.
But why are you saying he's so lucky? She's so lucky that he didn't end her life.
Because he could have shot her. That's
so
not
what?
They
can shoot you. Why you getting shot in your house?
Absolutely.
So do you stand there and not shoot back?
All I'm doing is
stand there and not shoot back.
No, I'm saying I'm acknowledging.
You're going to shoot back, right?
Yes, I'm acknowledging all.
So at any time, do you turn around and tell if a gunman, God forbid, we'll just put it on somebody else, just a random girl being captured by a man, right? And then you're there to witness this. Would you turn around?
I'm not involving myself in a stranger. That's me.
Huh?
I am not involving myself with a stranger. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. That's all.
No. I'm saying the daughter. The man has the father is there, and the daughter is there, and the man, the criminal, is there, and the criminal has a gun to the girl's head, and the criminal said, "I'm about to take this." The father's advice is going to be what? What's going to happen? What does the father say and do?
He's going to say, stay calm. It's going to be okay. And he's going to try to bum rush the dude, probably get shot. And then his daughter's going to be attacked anyway.
Okay, but why not turn around and say that for the sister? Why not say that she's lucky to be alive because he could have ended her life? Why not bum rush the dude and fight him until he get the hell out the car like what he did? Versus just saying, give in. Oh my God, that sounded terrible.
She was lucky.
That sounds terrible, brother. That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible to sit here and say that she should just give in to that.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. She was lucky. It could have turned out either way. She flipped the coin, and she decided to flip the coin, and she got the outcome that was desirable for her. That's a beautiful thing that it turned out that way for her. It could have turned out a whole lot different. And and that's the difference. I am acknowledging both sides of the coin exist.
But see, here's the thing right here. The coward side of the coin don't exist for me. That's the difference. That don't exist. Being a coward, that's not an option for me. You understand? Me fighting or dying for my life. Now that's the option. That's the only option. But being a coward and giving in, talking about a person could possibly end my life, that's what you're going to have to do. That's what you're going to have to do. Because you're not about to do what you are trying to do. I'm sorry. And sisters should do the same goddamn thing. That woman herself even disagree with you.
I'm trying to think of that.
She cried because her man told her to give in to it. That hurt that sister's feelings. And I'm sure you would probably hurt somebody's feelings too if you give them that same advice. Because that's what it sounded like you would say. You would say the same thing. that you would rather see your family because you said, "What they're gonna be in the system, and then the system gonna abuse the system." No, you follow my footsteps. You see me die, you do the same goddamn thing before you let somebody do something to you.
All right,
That's
so
what you do.
okay, so we got a different perspective then.
Absolutely got it.
I care more about my lineage than
I care about mine too, and I care about mine so
But
much so to where we are
you'll
not
die and
going to
interrupt
be victims.
that you'll die and interrupt.
We are not going to be victims. You
That
got
you'll die and interrupt.
we just gonna die. We just gonna die. Because how many people get over rapes? How many of our people get over that?
I couldn't tell you. It happens
Yeah,
so
you
often.
look at the statistic, boy, it's hard.
It's happened so often that it's a
It
part of
happens so often, right? Right. And the people that live through it want to kill themselves every damn day.
Oh,
They
so for all the viewers, real quick, I'm sorry to cut
every
you
day.
off. So for all the viewers that's watching, and when if y'all any men or that like to for your woman to call you daddy, just know that comes from when molestation. That's what that comes. That comes from that history. So if you like for your woman to say best daddy, big daddy, yeah, to give it to me, daddy, that's what that means. That's the history of that.
What are you talking about, bro?
No, because you were just talking about how often it happens.
See, you mix
that,
it again, bro.
No. It because what you said made me think of something else. It comes from that.
No, it don't. A woman calling her man Big Daddy because she loved the sex he driving up in her. That has nothing to do with child molestation, bro. What you talking about?
Okay. All right, brother.
You mixing a lot of stuff here, brother.
No.
And you are absolutely what this show is about. Identity crisis. You suffer from a lot of identity crises. Multiple.
Yeah.
You understand?
You're entitled to your opinion, absolutely. And see, that was the whole issue too. That whole the high and mighty stance. I haven't judged you on what you believe and your point of view, not one time, but you have absolutely no problem doing it to me. That is very loving of you.
it is. And what I'm giving you, that's called love, brother.
No, it's not. It's called you giving me your ideology because you think mine is wrong. And that was what I mentioned. That's what I mentioned earlier.
It's absolutely wrong.
And that's what I mentioned earlier. That's why we got all these split off factions because everybody want to say I'm right and you wrong. You right and I'm wrong.
So where's the proof of when children get molested, the pervert is telling the child, "Call me daddy"? But where's that proof?
When it's a father, you ever seen Precious? You like to use movies as examples. Look at the movie Precious. Same thing. Does it feel good? Yes, daddy, it feels good.
Brother, no, I wouldn't tie this sickness to a couple that's actually in a relationship saying the woman calling the man daddy because she loved the things that he does to her body. Ain't nobody saying it. That child did not love what was happening to her body.
Hey,
that child, what you're describing is child saying whatever they can say to preserve their life. What it says in the syndrome. Right.
Same way. If I can bring that out real quick, sir.
1 second, Warren. What you call self-preservation, right? That's what you call it, self-preservation.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, I ain't with that. You understand? I ain't with that. Children, when you defile a child, brother, you look this stuff up. Children end up developing sick relationships with their abuser. They end up being in a full-fledged relationship. I've seen it firsthand in my family. I got a cousin that was molested by his uncle. And you would see them two smoke weed and drink beer. Boy, you would think they was the best of goddamn friends. But come to find out, he is the one that made him gay.
Mm-hmm. Stockholm syndrome.
Absolutely. That's what we're talking about. So no, I ain't, no. You are putting a regular relationship on children that were abused. No, I ain't with that, brother. That's all. You understand? That's all. But let's get to the point real quick and finish up about the identity crisis. We'll get back to you in a second, brother. I'm glad you came up, though. Glad to talk with you. You hear me?
Right on.
Even though you say I'm judging you, right? Even though you say your brother judging you, I got to, brother. We have to fix the mindset of our people. And somebody has to tell black people that they wrong. That's black people problem. They just want to be told what they say, to each his own. And that's the bullshit that is killing us.
That's real.
That is what's helping destroy us. To each his own. You live your way, I'm gonna live my way. You live that way, they over there.
Right.
No,
You
we're
don't agree
all
with that?
supposed to live the way
You
that
don't
the
agree?
Lord said to live.
Oh,
in
well,
the
that's where we look. That's where you lose me then.
I understand. That's your problem.
Yeah.
That's part of your problem. That's part of your problem, brother. That we're not supposed to be living all these kinds of different ways. If I see your daughter, however young your daughter could be, I'm supposed to treat her like I'm her daddy. Not meaning like no sick stuff. Meaning that I would protect that baby. Because I'm sure you look like a great father. You look like you love your children. You look like you'll protect them, right? You look like you will die. You'll see your baby about to fall off that bike, and you look like you will dive down there and say, no, and grab the baby from falling. That's how wonderful of a father you look like to me, brother, right? So I'm supposed to do that same thing when I see your children. That's what the Lord commanded in the Bible. You understand? To where I see you, I'm going to treat you like myself. I don't harm me, so I wouldn't harm you. You're a brother, right? I wouldn't harm your children. Don't harm my children. That's what the Bible says. I wouldn't sleep with your wife. Don't you try to sleep with my wife. That's what the Bible says. These are the laws and the morals that God left for us to follow. Because in your religion, that's what you say is nature is supposed to follow itself, right?
No.
And how it go? Being a deist is God created everything, and everybody's supposed to like go for what they know or something. Or what is it? How explain it?
That's closer to it. Yeah, that's a whole.
Oh, that's closer to. Oh, okay. Well, that's messed up then. Okay, I got you. That's messed up. That's the problem you got. Okay, but like I said, if we follow those rules, brother, think about what the black community would do, right? Think about the turnaround that it would make. I'm not supposed to sell drugs at all. Guess who else ain't supposed to sell drugs? You. Any other black man or black woman you see. That's against God's laws. So if we see a brother or sisters come and say, hey man, y'all got a rock? No, brother, what you doing, man? No, we don't sell drugs over here. Guess what? That crackhead would have the opportunity to get off the crack versus, oh shit, all right, how much you got? You understand? Instead of us serving him, okay? Instead of us turning around and taking, when the pimps was out there, right? All the children glorified the pimps. Hey, mister, sure is a nice ride. Ooh, look at that coat. Ooh, look at that money. Not knowing that he had your mama out on the corner making him all the money that he bought the ride with. He got your mama out there. Now, if we turned around and treated each other like what the Bible said is not to whore out our women, we wouldn't have that problem, brother. I can go on and on and on and on. Okay? You make your head spin.
And I dig that. All of that is what you got on the wall behind you with the star of Molech, where it says universal knowledge. And I agree with that.
Oh my God. Here's another one by Shala. Don't know what the hell he talking about.
I'm being quiet. But sir, look.
The star of Molech. Show me the star of Molech.
I don't know how that's a star of Molech. If he can explain it, if he can explain.
Let me explain.
Okay.
How is it?
I was told that was the star of Molech. I was told it was the star of Molech by a set of brothers. By a set of brothers that say they are priests in the priesthood of Melchizedek. Those are the dudes that told me that. Okay. That ain't nothing that came from me. That was something somebody else told.
Okay. I got you. So you just regurgitating foolishness. You just repeating nonsense. You don't even check information before you repeat it.
Hey, a fact is a fact, and the fact isn't the fact at the same time.
No, I'm saying. So you just repeat information just to look silly? Like, is that why you did that?
Everyone repeats information to look silly. If that's what you want to say. Everything you've learned, you read in the book, right?
But you look silly right now.
Outside of your personal individual experiences, everything that's come out of your mouth has been something you learned from reading. You've been reading scripture. That ain't your words. You regurgitating. Literally that's literal regurgitation.
Okay, but the difference is I researched it, and you have archaeology that will support the things that I am regurgitating, that I am reciting, that I am saying, that I am repeating, because guess what? You have architect, you have archaeology, you have all kinds of things that will support the Bible. So I did the research that the men before me did, right? Because I ain't taking the credit for it. I researched the research that they researched, right? and then turn around and it all led back to the truth. It was all true. So let me help you out a little bit real quick to give you Molech, right? To show you that this thing that you see behind me on the wall has absolutely nothing to do with a star and of a Molech. All right.
Does the Most High say to put that on the wall? Does he say to put idol on the wall?
The Bible says, where there is no law, there is no sin. There is no law against me putting it on the wall. So guess what? It's on my wall. It's on my shirt. It's on my neck. You understand? You see it everywhere. Okay, it's on me. If tattoos wasn't unlawful, it'd be tatted on my back. Ain't that what Master P said?
You idolize the symbol.
Ain't that what Master P says? Tatted on my back.
So you idolize the symbol. Making the point I was
no, I don't have no tattoos. Tattoos are unlawful, right? But I do wear the shield of David. Why? Because there's no law against wearing it. And more importantly, I can actually tell you what it is because I researched. I ain't just heard some old silly Negroes that claimed they was priests after Melchizedek said something. Okay, right here, Molech. Right, this is in the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary. Okay?
White man's.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right, they actually went and did some real research. They didn't just regurgitate foolishness that they heard somebody say. All right, it says this right here. It says it is a heathen god worship, especially by the Ammonites, with gruesome orgies in which little ones were sacrificed. So what happened was they was having orgies, you understand, defiling children. And this is what happened. It said, at least in some places, an image of the god was heated up. So it has an image, right? And the bodies of the children who had just been slain were placed in its arms. Now, let me ask you a question. To what you just read, placed in its arm. Where is the arm at that you see on the wall? Where is the arm? Or is the arm meaning the sculpture of a man?
The arm could be anything in a poetic interpretation. You can make.
We ain't talking about poetic interpretation. This
That's-
ain't poetic interpretation.
What you
This
just
is
read
not
was
poetic
poetry.
interpretation.
It was beautiful. What you read, it was
No,
beautiful.
this is not poetic interpretation. This is what they actually went and found out about the history of the Ammonites that worship this god. They still worship it to this day. It said the thing has arms.
Mhm.
Now, is this some of these that I got right here? Or is it the thing that you see on the wall?
I have no idea what mythology those people
Exactly.
believe.
See, I will say you're so lost, you don't even get it.
See the difference
Molech
is
was a sculpture of a man. And the man was standing there like this some type of way, like Buddha, big fat ass, sits in those shops, legs crossed, and his arms sticking out. And they stick and hang money over the man's arm, and they put chains inside his palms. That's what that was like. A sculpture of a man, not what you see on my wall. So, brother, you are absolutely wrong. You've been wrong since you came up on the stage. I'm trying to help you out. Molech was a sculpture of a man, not this right here. If you know anything about ancient Hebrew, right, the language, the Lashawan Kadash, this is how you write King David's name. That's all this is King David's signature. The triangle in the alphabet, it makes the Da sound. And his name, it goes Da, Wa, Da. The Wa is the fusion, like it's and. Da and Da. Those two triangles, I can show it to you. We got the alphabet here, right? You have the triangle for the first Da sound. You have the Y shape, which brings the two Da's together, the two triangles together, and it make it one. Da wa da. That's what that is. This is how King David wrote his name, brother. That's all. That's all. When you go in the Hebrew writing of the scriptures, you're going to see a triangle.
That's the most logical thing I heard. That's how he made his mark.
And you're going to see a triangle.
That's how he made his mark.
See a triangle.
I can
That's
dig
all
that.
it is. It has nothing. I got you. It has nothing to do with worship. It has nothing to do with any false gods. I don't believe this is going to stop a bullet. I don't believe it's going to stop a demon. I don't hold it to the demon head and it start sizzling and start burning. I don't do none of that. I don't believe in voodoo. You understand?
But I don't know. It still just
represents.
it still comes
represents
off to
our
me
king.
if that's his name. If I'm just saying, if that's his name, it just means that you're giving reverence to his name because you got it on the wall. He got it on his thing. He out here. I'm representing David. This David's mark. Come
No,
on.
not that. It's what we're doing is the Bible. I know I just said I'm going to help you out.
You just said
I'm
it
going to
the way
help you out a little further.
now you're going to contradict yourself.
I'm going to bring you a little further, right? The Bible says that Christ sits on the throne of his father David, right? Christ now sits on that seat. If you go in history, you can go and look up the ruins of Capernaum, right? You're going to find this all over the ruins of Capernaum. That's where King David's castle was at. And you'll see these two triangles, and you'll see it shaped all over. That's what you see.
It makes sense of it being this tomb.
That's what you'll see. I'm just helping you out.
It would make sense if I got pictures of myself in my house. That would make sense. Yeah,
I got you. So what
would it make sense for me to have pictures of you in my house though? Would it make sense? I said it makes sense for David to have pictures of his own mark in his own castle, his tomb, and all of that. That makes sense. That's it. But would it make sense? But would it make sense for you to have pictures of me in your house?
Man, if we not family, I got pictures of all the family.
If we not family, that's what I'm saying. For me to have a big picture,
we are family. We are family.
Yeah, we humans. I absolutely
we are
family.
We are
humans.
No, we humans. We black. Remember what I said earlier? We black. But guess what?
I got a sense of humor. That's good. That was good.
King David was an Israelite. Jesus Christ was an Israelite. Guess what? King David, he had this. You understand? When he would send for people and send out royal letters and commands and stuff like that, this was stamped on it the same way. What's your power company out there in California?
Edison, in the area I'm in.
Don't they stamp come on that envelope?
No, it just says Edison. Well, they logo. Yes, I got you.
Absolutely. Their logo to show who to send the money to. You understand? Right. Or they're going to cut you off. Right. If they just send you a blank envelope, talking about it's time to pay your power bill.
But the point I'm making is I don't got a big Edison stamp on my wall. Like, yeah.
If I could, sir.
Right, that's because Edison ain't.
Go ahead, brother. I can't pronounce none of y'all. I can't pronounce your name.
That's Mahershala. Yeah, Mahershala. I gotta get No, so what the brother is talking about, right? And I get where he's coming from or whatever. But the Dawadah, look, that's a logo. That's just a signature that one of our kings held on to, right? So when he said that,
I said I dig that. When he said that, I said okay.
Yeah, so the same thing. So if you look at people in the world, right? Some people king is Jordan. All us got Jordans on wearing that logo, but you don't question that.
Yes, I do.
You don't question that symbol.
It's out of worship.
No, but we don't worship it. It's just a logo. It's just like a damn. That's boom. That's our thing. You know what I'm saying? And
if you step on a brother's Jordan and he knock your teeth out because you disrespected that logo, that's idol worship, bro.
Well, that's if they're worship. We don't worship that. Like we don't worship.
No, and I said 100 times. I get the demarcation. I understand. I dig it.
We don't put you in the mouth for disrespect.
Yeah, we don't put we don't do that, bro. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because the law, we supposed to love our brothers, brother. We not. It's a law to love your brother. Like that's a commandment, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna punch a nigga in the face because he step on this or step on that. I'm gonna be like, damn, what's going on, brother? Everything all right? You good? You Tawab? You good? And then you'll have to start to break down what's going on with the brother. It's deeper than that, brother. Just because you see us with a fly head piece, I know you see me with the fly head piece, or you see Cap with the fly head piece and all that. But like we're not at our people. We're just trying to wake our people up and tell them to come back to their own culture. Like the whole thing about the identity crisis in America, man, it's a crazy thing. We have an identity crisis. Everybody wants to be everything except a nigga. Everybody want to be everything.
I said
just
that
be
earlier.
your own people. You said what? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. You guys.
I said that earlier. I absolutely agree with that statement. We all want to be. We want to branch off and say they got the Moors, they got the Kemet dudes, the Israelites, and the Aboriginal. It's 500,000. The list goes on.
Right.
All right. Okay. Cool.
What I was saying. But what I was saying in the
No, go ahead,
beginning
brother.
is that for me, and I say for me in particular, this is just the way I see it. I'm not saying this is what I think everybody should do. I just think that we should pay homage and reverence to the people that came before us, that went through the struggle and cultivated this culture that we have now. And
All right, cool.
it's different.
Okay, Cap, if I could rock real quick, Cap, if you don't mind, sir.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, Common Con. So, in your opinion, and off what you said, what do you think will be, if you can give me 3 things that could fix Black people right now?
Talking to me or him?
No, I'm talking to you, sir. I'm talking to you.
Three things that can fix Black people right now. A magic wand, if you mean instantaneously.
Brother, I'm asking you a question.
Right.
Don't fluff it. Don't fluff nothing.
No,
Just
because
give me your
I think practical. I think practical to fix people right now. We would have to go back in the past and change
3 things, brother. I don't want you to run.
So number one, education.
Okay.
Education. When I say education, I mean as far as fiscal understanding, investment programs, all of that. Now, not just regular education. A sense of community, whether that is however you want to define a sense of community. And a third thing. What would be the third thing that would fix Black people?
Ooh, it's hard, ain't it? It's hard, ain't it? I know. I know it's hard, brother.
Yeah, it is. So here's the solution. Right.
Yeah, I know it's hard, brother. I know it's hard. Go ahead, sir. My bad. Like it, sir.
No, you good. We're gonna run a few of these down, and we're gonna get up out of here real quick. Here's the thing. All right. To fix this identity crisis that we have here, we have to go to the Bible. And I ain't talking about going to the Bible for the latest Donnie McClurkin or Kirk Franklin hit or none of that, right? Because that's where they pull their song from. They get a scripture or two and make a whole damn album for it. I ain't talking about that. We got to actually go inside of the book. And when I read that Isaiah 1 and 3 earlier about the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. When you think about something, when you think about people being lost, right? This is what Christ said he came for. Because we have a big lie going on in the Black community that Christ came and he died for every single person on the planet. And that's just not true. It's not in the Bible. All right. So give me that in Luke 19. Now, give me the scripture in Luke.
Common Con, the book of Luke, chapter 19 and verse 9. It says, and Jesus said unto him, this day is salvation come to this house, for as much as he also is the son of Abraham.
So Christ was talking to a brother. He told him salvation has come to this house because of their faith and them believing. And it says because he is a son of Abraham. All right. So pay attention. Salvation ain't come to everybody. Christ didn't say that. He said he's a son of Abraham. And when you go through the Bible, the son of Abraham, guess what? Abraham had what? 8 sons. And the promise went to Isaac. The covenant went to Isaac, his son. Then it went from Isaac to Jacob, his son. And then it went from Jacob to his 12 sons, right? The 12 tribes of Israel, to the Israelites. All right. So this brother he was talking to, he was a son of Abraham as well. He was an Israelite too. Keep going.
Verse 10. For the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost.
Now, he came to seek and save that which was lost. There is a people on the planet who don't know who they are. Show me the Chinese man that think he an African.